time? Yeah! Are we up for a few laughs? Yeah! Yeah, well, you don't always get what you want in this bloody life, do you? Not my words, but the words, see, I don't even need that. Not my words, but the words of my dear old dad. Every Christmas morning, without fail. Golden memories, you can't go back to. I did that sort of big intro the other week, and even if I say so myself, it went down very, very badly. It went down like a badly packed parachute. Apparently you are not supposed to introduce yourself like that at an AA meeting. Well, I know that now, don't I? All I was doing, right, they were all sitting around there, and, because obviously I have need of, after 7 years under the belt, yeah. And I don't know why I'm sharing that with a lot of strangers. So they're all sitting around there, and they'll say, no, I'm depressed, I want a drink. I just thought I was sort of being assertive, and I said, well, if you want a drink, it's a cracking boozer on the corner. Slung me out in the bloody bar, I felt right tit afterwards. Thrown out my own 12-step programme. Yeah, I'm so sorry, I'm just ranting to myself, this isn't the actual act. Anyway, hello there, so my name is Ged Jaras, and this is what a midlife crisis looks like in the flesh. Now, ladies, whoops. Now, I grant you, it ain't a pretty sight, but I am as God made me, which is why I'm an atheist these days. Now, everyone calls me Ged, by the way, it's short for Gerald. I'll let you into a secret, I never really liked my name when I was growing up. The truth is, I always felt that I was a Ged trapped inside the body of a man named Dan. Was it Stan? No, it was Dan, yeah, that was it. But what I'm trying to say is that my face and my name, I never thought were good bedfellows, shall we say. Even when I was a kid in school, this is back in the 1970s, back in St. Bede's Juniors, in the playground. If you were called Gerald, that just meant that you were a bit of a ballet enthusiast. Or, God forbid, you were one of those really, really weird kids who actually liked to pick up and read a book. So, yeah. Plus, my name is a total bugger to say, it's my name, I can't say it. It's like Ged Jaras, Ged Jaras. It's all soft consonants, double barreled. Ged Jaras. It's not so much a name, it's more a speech impediment. Ged Jaras, Ged Jaras. On a good day, it sounds as though I've wolfed down a hot jacket spud, and I've got a particularly hot portion wedged halfway down the esophagus and I'm fighting for life. And on a bad day, it just sounds as though I've had a mild stroke, but I'm doing very well with speech therapy. So, plus, I'm 3/4 Irish as well, 1/4 Lithuanian. Guess which side of the family I got my surname from? Yeah, thanks for that, Grandad Jaras from Baltic. Yeah. And while we're at it, thanks very much for not bloody remembering me 15th birthday. I mean, fair enough, he'd been dead 5 years, but that's not... Yeah, so... If I can't get my name right, I'll be bugging if anyone else is going to start anytime soon. Like a lot of people here, probably. We're plagued in our house by people ringing up. And all day, morning, noon and night. Well, we're not selling, we're just doing a survey. Yeah, my ass, you are. It's like, this guy rings us up and he goes, oh, hello, can I speak to a Mr. Jaras? Yeah. Who? Oh, a Mr. Jaras, I need to speak to a Mr. Jaras. I said, I don't think you can, pal. He said, oh, is there a problem? I said, yes, there fucking is, dick breath. There's no one in this house or anywhere in the bloody universe called Mr. bloody Jaras, is there? I said, what the hell is a Jaras anyway? It sounds like you want around £2 of pickled fucking onions up your backside. I said, my ass may be many things, pal, but a receptacle for anything covered in his skin, it ain't. You hung up on me, how bloody rude was that? Very rude, yeah. So, and that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is that I still get letters, and this isn't a joke, I've told some, there's people who know me, I've told this. I get official letters addressed to a Mr. Giraffe. That's not getting it wrong, that's just taking the piss. Except when I thought about it, no it's not, because no one actually writes these bloody things anymore. It's like, you know, it's all automated. It's even junk mail, it's all automated, which means that even computer technology can't get my name right. Even bloody binary code, bloody zeros and bloody ones can't get my fucking name right ever once. Hence the fact this is why I'm studying, making complete prat of myself. You know, but here's the thing, right? I decided to take a break from my. I got all, you know, proactive about it. I decided to Google my name one day, and I decided to take a break from my usual internet browsing activity, should we say. You know what, I put that in there just to see if people would snigger and witness. You didn't let me down, did you? I like you sniggering that. He said internet browsing activities. So what? Well, you know what he means by that. Well, what? He means one-handed mouse manoeuvres. Oh, what are them? Well, it's when you get your thumb and you pick. I'll tell you about it in the toilet after. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, I'm way off. I didn't mean to say it. I decided to Google my name, and I bloody wish I'd done it years ago, except for the fact that the internet hadn't been sort of invented then, but you know what I mean. My name, Gerald, it dates back to Norman times, and it literally means, and I've got to do this with my flourish because it's not the same otherwise, it means, Gerald, he with a mighty spear. Oh fucking God, Stan, I wish I'd known that would have just solved so many bloody issues with me in my youth if I'd known that. So from now on, you have to call this he with a mighty spear. I'm just like getting it changed. My depot end off. That's the best news I've had all year, right? Which just shows you how sad my life can be at times. You know, but I've started going into the town, trying to drop into conversations ever so unsubtly. I went to, it was the chemist, because I know the girl behind the counter, Doreen, and she always calls me by my first name in a way, and said, oh, hello, Doreen. She said, oh, hello, Gerald. I said, well, you say Gerald, but it's actually pronounced he with a mighty spear. She said, is it? Well, you see that wooden thing, that wooden rectangular thing in the wall, love, that's what we call a door, and I suggest that if you want to still have the use of your bloody legs, you turn, use it, and don't come back again, all right, Mr. fucking giraffe? Screw that. Yeah. You're very forgiving tonight. So, yeah, like I said, I grew up in the dreaded 1970s, the decade that fashion and moral responsibility forgot. And I'm sort of glad that I did, because it was a more innocent time, I think, back then. It's like kids today, young people today, they have lots of great things like the internet, computers, computer games, all sorts of social freedoms and opportunities that, frankly, we could only ever dream about, you know. But on the other hand, back in the 70s, we had the space hopper. Yeah. Although, it's not really a good example for me, because I had a very, very bad experience with the space opera in my youth. It wasn't even my fault, it was my brother. I've got an older brother, and he convinced me one year, you all know what a space opera is, I presume, yeah. So he convinced me that space operas weren't these, you know, large inflatable balls for little kids to bounce around in the garden. No, he convinced me that a space opera was in fact the detached testicle of a very angry giant. But you would be, hence also the sort of reddish angry colour. And so furthermore, if said giant ever found me bouncing up and down on one of his detached knackers, he would sort of whisk me off back to his giant council flat and do unspeakable things to me every which way in every orifice. And of course, I believe this hook, line and sinker. So consequently, we cut to the following Christmas, and I'm straight down the stairs Christmas morning. What's the first thing I see next to the Christmas tree? The big, round, orange space opera. With the little, crinkly, evil fucking face going, come on. You know you want to sit on my face. You know what'll happen if you do. Because is it me? Or you know, they give them to kids space operas, and they have the scariest eyes, you know, it's like, my poor mum, she couldn't understand. I was straight out the front door up the road screaming. She had to send my dad after me. What she found especially puzzling was that I was 43 years old at the time. She'd only got it as like a little retro present, and it took me ages to sort of explain what had happened, but it's our family, yeah. The 1970s, if you were around in the 1970s and you sat down to put the TV on a Saturday tea time, chances are you'd be watching a programme that featured either, you know, Jimmy Savile or Rolf Harris or Stuart Hall, all in the way very glamorous, all touched by a bit of glitter. As were, I was about to say, a lot of other unfortunate victims by that vile and odious individual. I'm just covering myself. What was he talking about?
Being touched by glitter.
Touched by glitter. Oh yeah. So, that was it, yeah, I mean, sorry. Hey, you can tell I've been doing this for a living for yeah, so, no, but the thing that I keep thinking is that soon, because it seems that every single person that is still alive, they've arrested or they're charged or they've been questioned or whatever, and I think that they're actually going to run out of real human beings to question. I think they're going to end up starting on like the fictional characters of the 70s. I get expecting to open a newspaper and find out that they've arrested Frank Spencer, not like Michael Crawford he played him. No, Frank Spencer, because they've actually run out of all the real people who ever appeared on Saturday night TV, or that they've I don't know, that they've pounced on Zippy George and Bungle at the Rainbow household, or they finally exposed that vice ring run by those evil intergalactic Nazis, the Clangers. So it gives an entire new meaning to my old school motto. This is absolutely the truth as well. My old school motto was, leave no child untouched. It was the 1970s! No health and safety there, mate. They did things differently, apparently, back then. But so anyhow, listen, I think my time probably, I've got to go and see a man about a dead horse's head, I think. I'll just leave you with some more words of wisdom from my old dad. This is the second to last thing he ever said to me on his hospital deathbed, which was, son, you know you have attained the wisdom when you have learned to accept life on your double chin. Yeah, I like that one. It's not bad, is it, for me, Dad? Yeah, I must say I prefer it to the very last thing he said to me, which was, no, son, not that plug, don't pull that plug, not that plug! And I say it was his hospital deathbed, but he'd actually only got in for an ingrowing toenail. But the doctor said he went down remarkably quickly once I went to visit him that lunchtime. So, but like my therapist said, you just got to forgive yourself and move on. Unless you're my dad. Yeah, he just sort of went down about 6 foot. Yeah. It's April the 1st, of course we haven't bloody buried me dad, have we? Yeah. Now we set fire to him instead, we're good Catholics, you see. Listen, thank you, I am obviously, you have been really kind, I'm obviously not a full-time professional, but you've been really, really ace. Thanks very much for coming to support all of this as well. We've got some cracking acts on tonight, so I know that you're all going to have a really, really good time. So really, give yourselves a big hand for coming out, and thanks very much. My name's Ged Jaras. Cheers, good night.